It was a time when the Britishers, the French and the Portuguese were trying their best to acquire and grab supremacy and grab whatever they could get hold of this great country. The political situation at that time was that each and every small feudal ruler was fighting against himself. The bigger rulers were also fighting against themselves. And this was a perfect time when the foreign rulers could come and attack them and acquire their country, their state, or their kingdom. It was at this time Mallasarja ascended the throne. He was just hardly 17 years of age when he took over the kingdom, the reins of the kingdom. He was a brave fighter. He was trained in horse riding, archery, martial arts, and sword fighting. My Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and my guests. Kittur, a small town in the northwest of Karnataka, was the capital of this kingdom. It was a capital for nearly 164 years. Mallasarja, during his reign as the king of Kittur, brought in a lot of changes to this state, and he's been remembered even today in the form of ballets and songs. From the day he took over, he had to fight the Peshwas from the north and Tipu Sultan from the south in turn. And it was at the same time the Britishers were spreading their tentacles on the southwestern part of India. Mallasarja was a patriot, a devout patriot. He could not reconcile himself that this country was getting conquered by these foreign powers. And he also felt saddened when he saw the Peshwas, the mighty Peshwas, and Tipu Sultan falling prey to the foreign rulers. So what did he do? He went across, met the local chieftains of different states, different kingdoms, and tried to forge a united, a combined force under the leadership of Raja of Kolhapur. And he wanted to do it without giving any hint or knowledge to the Britishers. During one such visit, when he was going to meet the ruler of Takti, which was ruled by Desai, Dulapadoda Desai, he went over there and he sent a word to the ruler that he's outside the village and he'll come and meet him the next day. It is at this point the villagers out there came and met him and said, there is a man-eating tiger which is prowling and creating a lot of problems to the villagers. They wanted the king to kill the tiger and help him out of this menace. The king, with his attendants, went into the forest. They meticulously searched the whole forest, and finally they could able to spot the tiger. And he took an aim with his arrow and shot the tiger with a single arrow. When the king approached, went near the slain tiger, to his surprise, he saw a fully armed maiden, angry with the stranger, for having interfered with her sport. The maiden was a very good-looking dancer, a child, and she was the daughter of Talapagowda Desai and Padmavati. And she looked every inch a queen, and the king's heart fell for her. Chennamma, who was the lady, was struck by this magnetic personality of this person. The next day when Malla Sarja went on to meet Talapagowda Desai, he hinted that he would like to marry his daughter. So he took this opportunity to talk to Chennamma and said, "I'm already married to Rudramma. Would you like to marry me?" Chennamma had no problems of being his second wife. So he got married to Karti and they went back to Kittur. Rani Chennamma was very well versed in state, how to handle state. She was well versed in handling the political situation at that period. She would not tolerate injustice or cruelty. This was a thing which a lot of people liked her and even the king liked her. But tragedy struck in the year 1816 when Malla Sarja died and she was left alone to handle the kingdom. She had only one son, who was also not so healthy. And tragedy struck again in the year 1824. It was at this period when the British enforced the doctrine of lapse. I guess you all know what is the doctrine of lapse. The native rulers had to give away the kingdom to the British regime. And Kittur was attached to a collectorate of Dharwad, which was headed by Thackeray. And these people, whenever in agreement with the Queen, Chennamma, Thackeray went and invaded Kittur. During that war, hundreds of British soldiers and Thackeray was slaughtered and killed. For British, it was a hard thing to be taken, to be defeated by a small ruler. So they got a huge armies from Mysore, Solapur, and attacked, surrounded Kittur. Rani Chennamma tried to negotiate with the governor of the Bombay Presidency, under which the Kittur kingdom was. But the negotiations failed. Rani Chennamma declared a war against the English. This war went on for about 12 long days. But as usual in those days, traitors got better of the patriots. The traitors went and mixed mud and dung into the gunpowder. And none of the cannons could be fired. And Rani Chennamma was defeated in that war. She was taken to a jail and left to die. She died in the year 1828. There are many people who come and go, but Rani Chennamma is one personality for her bravery. We need to admire her, as for she was the first lady to fight the Britishers. Many people come and go, but Rani Chennamma's folklore still stays Manipur's master.